Welcome back. It is without a doubt the most popular work of playwright Tennessee Williams, The Glass Menagerie. And now is your chance to watch a great local production of the show put on by the Public Fit Theater Company.
That's right. Joining us now from the production is Anne-Marie Pereth. She is the artistic director of the Public Fit Theater Company. She's very excited because I said her name correctly. Yes. And actor Andrew Calvert is here as well. How are you guys?
Really good,
great,
thank you.
Well, this, I mean, we were just speaking about The King and I earlier, a classic. Here's another classic of American theater. What are the challenges of producing something that has so much history behind it?
Well, it can be quite intimidating to put on this classic. There's been a lot of performances and productions that have happened prior to this. But something that Tennessee Williams said in actually his stage directions, he said that the play is organic. And so what that tells me and has told our production is that it's ever changing. We have to pay attention to what's happening in politics. We have to pay attention to what's happening in the social atmosphere. And because of that, we've been able to take our production and bring it forward.
And you keep it relevant through the years.
Oh, yes, absolutely. We have a, sorry, didn't mean to interrupt. No, we have a beautiful lighting design. We have a beautiful set design. It's very innovative. There's some black light, which you would have not have seen in that 1944 production.
Make sure that your clothes are fully washed.
Exactly.
Yes.
Make sure, yes.
Now, Andrew, is it intimidating playing as an actor, playing these iconic characters that people know so well?
Sure, absolutely. It's a double whammy for me as a Brit, playing such an iconic American character in this very, very famous play. I've come to realize that this is the scene that I'm in. I play the gentleman caller. This is a scene that has been done many, many times. There's no acting student in America that hasn't at least read this scene, if not actually performed in it. And so, yeah, it can be intimidating to take on such an iconic role and certainly the whole play. But I think what you do when approaching something like this is just trust that your own new interpretation is going to be valid. I'm supported by a really strong team, and we've got a really great production. We're coming at it. The reason these, The King and I and The Glass Menagerie, these plays and productions are done over and over again is that they're so full of potential and possibilities, and everybody can bring something a little different to them, and I believe that's what we've done with this one.
I know that the Englishmen seem to have a better job of doing the American accent than Americans have doing the English accent.
What is that about?
How do you approach an American accent? I'm curious.
Oh, yeah.
How do I approach American accent?
I'd love to hear it.
Well, you have to come and see the show to see that. It's carefully rehearsed, and no, I mean I trained at drama school in England. There's no training anywhere in the world where you don't cover some sort of dialect, and it's written in the script. Tennessee Williams is, the dialect is written into the script in a big way as well, so that certainly helps. We had a great dialect coach, Brandon Burke, who's based in New York, but we've been able to work with him across the time zones, so that's been great, a great help as well. But again, that was something that was very intimidating to me as a challenge. That's sort of the last thing that you really want to think about,
of course,
in terms of when you're taking on a role. Is my accent going to be believable?
I know.
Yeah, I think we've done okay. I haven't heard too much feedback about that, and that's a good thing.
Nobody knows until we do the buzz afterwards.
They know now.
Yes.
Right. Exactly. I know now.
That's out of the bag.
Now, the Glass Menagerie is a memory play. What does that mean?
Well, oftentimes when we're thinking about memories or dreams, often the things in our memories are kind of fuzzy. And so Tom, in his opening monologue, he talks about the play being memory. And oftentimes the things that we remember the most are things that we have an emotional attachment to. And so in our production, we feel that Tom is tortured by the fact that he left his mother, he abandoned his sister, and so he keeps going back to this memory in order and replays it in his mind theatrically and psychologically. And so that's how it is a memory play.
Absolutely. Some real magical parts of this production as well, aren't there?
Yes, there is. You want to talk about that?
Sure, absolutely. Yeah, no, well, again, in the beginning of the play, Tom talks about magic, and we talked about memory, and we kind of, again, we took this possibility and new idea of really exploring the magical sides of it, and we worked with a a local magician here in Vegas, who I was a little intimidated by. She's quite famous within the musical,
magical world.
The magical world, Luna Shimada. And yeah, so we've actually incorporated some illusions and a little sleight of hand as well, which has been a really, really great fun to explore as well.
Also, in terms of memory, oftentimes things are heightened, and so that's why we wanted to use the magic, is we wanted to heighten certain things in order to capture that memory element. So that's why we incorporated the magic.
Well, tickets are still available, and I know you offer discounts for students and seniors as well. It's great having you guys. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
We appreciate it so much.
Looking forward to seeing it. Don't miss your chance to see a great production of the Glass Menagerie. It is happening now through March 11th at the Public Fit Theater Company. The theater is located on Maryland Parkway, just south of Fremont Street. And for tickets, you can call the number or visit their website, apublicfit.org.